Fucking hate. Do you know what I hate? Do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know how I got these scars? Do you know what I fucking hate? Do you know what I hate, dog, right? The fact that I don't like anything bog standard and normal. I don't like to go to work with a normal bag. I have to have some sort of superhero influenced bag or Pokemon related. I was full of snot! You can't see because some fat dickhead is on the bed, but I've got regular, you can't still see. Fuck! Regular, just fucking regular bed sheets. Who the fuck wants regular? Fuck, I didn't get it. It's just blue. I need superheroes. I'm 30-year-old. I should be able to go to bed with a fucking, what is it, a double duvet with Spiderman on it. It's fucking blue. You can actually make a really good therapist because no matter how noisy and loud I can get right in your face like that. I could be like, I want normal bed sheets, and you just give us a bit of lick and snot, don't you? You big fat-headed knob. Swear the way you look at me. You just stand there. I have never been so judged by a dog than I have this particular pooch. Got a proper little quiff today. That's my you know, what's it called? First world crisis, second world crisis, first world crisis. Is that what the fuck it's called? Ow, fucking long. You know what, I'll say I'm vicious. I'll say I'm vicious. I am apparently too fat to ride bicycles. I'm too fat to get on my tiny little bicyclette because I currently have a bike to get to work. It's not even mine, I borrowed it off my best pal. And I'm too fat, and I've made the wheel literally turn into a square. And I'm now having to wait for a new wheel to come. And then fit the wheel myself, but I don't know how to do that shit. It took me a week to fix one puncture. One puncture a week to fix, just to then get it punctured again. Because I put the inner tube back in with a tyre around it, with a shard of metal sticking to the tyre. And I didn't bother to check the tyre. 48 quid I spent on inner tubes that week. 48 quid. And it's at that moment you realise you're just too fat when you can't. I had a BMX thing, destroyed it. I took a mate's bike for work to quickly fly to the shop and break to get some fags. I can't say one. No, you can. It's weird, that one, isn't it? It's commonly known in Britain that a cigarette is called a fag. But like if you said it in America, you're done. It's weird as fuck. Yeah, so I did damage to that bike, and now this bike, I'm too fat. I'm just a fat boy trying to bike to work, a place where I don't want to be, on a bike that's got a square back wheel, and I've got blue bed sheets. Get it? I understand. But you think, okay, people buying double-sized duvets, they're probably grown-ups and whatnot. They probably wanted just nice, relaxed, mature sort of bedspread. No, I fucking want some of that shit. I want the fucking want plain visuals. It is the Visual Guys news, and we're recording this on the Wednesday of the new series of The Mandalorian started. So I woke up in a really good mood, and then I realised I'm just chilling in a blue bed, with no hoodie, no hoodie in the fucking wash. But how are you doing? Are you having a good weekend? Not that it's the weekend yet for me, but are you having a good weekend watching this video? I always forget I make them too hot. My Mandalorian flask keeps my beverages so warm for hours. It's unbelievable. Have you got your Coca-Cola based beverage? Do you have your coffee? Dem's the rules. Get it done. So a little dickhead dog fighting him. I have bracelets, right? Made me by my lovely friend, my lovely better half, and one of them's gone because he decided to snap it. I mean, it's kind of my fault. I did start the fight. So last week's videos, or was it the week before, we were talking about how he just loves to go, oh. Right, he's doing it so much lately, and I wish I could get into his mind. We have epic fights in place for ages where I'm shagged. We go on, well, I say we go on walks. It's just he drags me around a field. He gets fed as and when he wants, and he just comes upstairs after all of this, and he just looks at you going, oh. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? But regardless, on as well, visuals last weekend, Newcastle. Oh, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Newcastle. We didn't quite bring that bad boy home. We didn't quite bring the League Cup home. But I'm still proud of my boys. They give absolutely everything. Man United, admittedly, were just a much better team. They were solid to break down at the back. Our final ball, our end product just wasn't quite there. But the boys still get everything. The fans give everything. The massive display beforehand. Trafalgar Square takeover. London was black and white for that weekend. So visuals. Never mind. It won't be our last final. Fingers crossed. It won't be as long as last time, at least anyway. But visuals. Should we actually get into fucking news? And story number uno, which actually doesn't. It actually doesn't explain anything. It's just a mystery of restaurants exploding tea towels. How the fuck do you get a tea towel to explode? Why the fuck would you want a tea towel to explode? It's just, I mean, why does sometimes restaurants anyway give you them little fucking hot not blankies, them hot little things on a plate and shit like that? You're like, why the fuck do I want that? And do you know what? I hate with a passion manners at a dinner table, right? Because it's so bullshit and made up, right? Because, like, for example, right, people say it's rude to wear a hat at a table. I don't understand why. It's just an item of clothing that sits on your head. All of a sudden, I put that on, I could be having a nice conversation, be like, oh, I'm so offended that man's got a hat on. But not only that, why the bullshitly figgly biggly do we need 20 knives and 20 forks all laid out? We're just there to do one thing, right? Just to fucking fuel our bodies and shovel shit into our mouth for us to shit it out later. Why do we have to be... Put it down. Let it savor on the palate. It's lovely. It's a lovely rich aroma. Fuck off! Gives a greasy burger and chips. Nom. Wipe it on your fucking shirt. Away you go. That's all we need. But that's not the story. That's me. I don't get it. If you ever have dinner around mine, cheesy beans on toast, eat it wherever you want, however you want. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Whatever. But yeah, mystery of the exploding tea towels. You should get a tea towel, just explode. Is it part of the gimmick? I wouldn't be surprised. You know, them restaurants as well. My nose keeps whistling. I heard it at my left ear. My left nostril went. Or is it? I know that actually it's a bird outside. I'm a fucking idiot. Do you know? I've lost where I'm at. Do you know? I hear them restaurants that come. And they're like, I'll spend $100 to be at this fancy restaurant. And they come with a beautifully polished, gleaming white plate, and it's just got like a square thing in the middle and a bit of sauce around there. It's like, yes, and you just, what the fuck's the point? That's that story. Girl with eye patch called a pirate by teacher. Now, I don't know how to feel about this one, because if any of my mates or anybody I know gets an eye patch, I'm immediately calling them a pirate, or I'm doing jokes and whatnot. But I'm assuming it made the paper because the girl was offended and the teacher shouldn't say that. But to me, that's funny. If I walked in like fucking Nick Fury and somebody said, hey, look at little Pirate Pete over there, I'd be like, well, all right, I get it, I've got an eye patch. But somebody, do you know what I said about people being offended? Apparently they were kicking off in America and saying they need to rip the urinals off the wall. And I don't know why they did it. I just know that the kids stormed out of class because they want the urinals ripped out. I didn't realise urinals were so offensive. It's fucking bizarre. But yeah, Pirate Pete, you teachers, all right there, lovey, you got a pirate. Why are pirates called pirates? Because they are. Drunk fought in a visible man. You can actually see that happen definitely on the streets of Britain. Some guy, that piss paralytic drunk, walking down Bodgegate, and they just genuinely think they're fucking starting on, like, somebody starting, oh, fuck you talking too much. I just fucking know I am, Charlie. You divvy. I sort of, mate, it's me. Speaking of people randomly making up shit, me, Beale and Chris, months and months ago, were walking down the street, back from the cinema. I can't remember watching that, whatever you were watching. And this proper drunk girl outside one of the pubs on Botchegate, she just randomly shouted over, she's like, hey, have you been nicking Sandra's purse or some shit like that? And we're looking around going, who the fuck is Sandra and where the fuck's her purse? We're like, right, we just kind of walk. She's like, no, I'm talking to you, come here. And then she come down, she's like, started talking to Beale, she's like, she's probably in his face like, no, I'm not just being serious, because I've seen you lot wandering about, and I've seen you going up and down watching it and that, and like, Sandra's got a purse on, she thinks it's me and stuff, and we're just like, Who the fuck is Sandra? We've just left the cinema, so you haven't seen us going up and down this road for the past couple of hours, have you? And then I said that to her, she's like, don't need to be mouthy with us. And I'm just like, you're a typical absolute blitzed mess on Botchagate, aren't you? Just, who the fuck is Sandra? I've just left the cinema, whatever the fuck we were watching. And you're accusing me of taking Sandra's purse. I've never seen you before. You're not with anybody. You're on your own. You're getting accused of it, apparently, of Sandra. It was probably you. So I can easily see a fucking blitz mad man coming out and walking out just like, hey, see you. I like you. I had respect for you, but not anymore. Bring it. Then just sort of fucking swinging, you know, them drunk haymakers they do with the like over the tops and shit. It can easily be done. What colour are the wrong socks? I'm going to apologise for this story because I feel like I've done this one before. But then I looked at it and thought, I can't remember doing it. But something like it's hitting me right behind my left eye. I must be having a stroke today. If anything's on my left side, but yeah, I'm hearing birds and shit. But something hit me like, I was like, I've done this before. But either way, I'm going to bring it up again. Because what colour are the wrong socks? Are they brown, blue, black, orange, purple, green, turquoise? What? So, I can walk into work. I go in with like Pokemon and Spiderman and Batman socks and whatnot. And no one ever says that. So they must be the right socks, okay? We can tick that box in Jules. We've got the right little sockies! But what colour are the wrong socks? I'm assuming it'll be white because they just get dirty as fuck. And you know when you wear white shoes or a white t-shirt and just dirt just shows up everywhere on it. And we don't use that Ariel Denel done up yogurt mix thing. So you can't have like that super clean wash where it's like, wow, back to perfect. All my white shirts look like they've just been through a field, washed quickly, and they've just got stains everywhere. That's because of the burger grease, you see. All our stories are connected, the MCU right here. But what colour are the wrong socks? I'm saying white, because dirt shows up easy. We have a case to crack. I don't know how, well, we don't, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm starting to develop a stutter, I think. But the cops do, because Poodle holds details or key to death. So there's been a murder, and apparently it's the Poodle that knows all. So I'm assuming the police are having to be in there and interrogate. Maybe we have to bring the canine in unit and communicate with it or whatnot. But how do they know the Poodle's seen everything? Because I've seen some stupid dogs, my own for example. I can guarantee you now, if somebody walked in here and tried to murder me, he would stay downstairs, probably just looking at the back wall like he usually does, going, oh, oh, oh. And I'm upstairs getting absolutely fucking stabbed up or whatever. Proper Scream style. What's your favourite scary movie? Oh, oh, oh. And it would just be weird as fuck. So I'm assuming the cops think, oh, were there any witnesses? Well, the Poodle was in there. They've looked at the Poodle. Do you know anything? It's just... And they're going to try and interrogate. Well, not interrogate. Do you interrogate witnesses? Or maybe it was the Poodle. Maybe they have to look at the evidence, how the body was thing. Maybe the Poodle, because Poodles are the ones that can, the dogs that get all like messed with, don't they? You know, not like messed with, but like their hair and stuff in all like mental shapes and whatnot. That's what, you know what Furfur's based on in Pokemon. Whatever, but they're the ones that, you know, give me a fucking stupid fucking top knot, a little man bun, and I don't fucking like it, so you bit cock off. The Poodle's from Yorkshire apparently, but the Poodle holds the key. It's got the secret, but I don't know if the police will ever get it. Cringe. Dealer sold tea to cops. Now this one is absolutely beautiful because you can imagine the scenario, couldn't you? You'd be like, hey, 0 Bravo 490, we're in rendezvous of the. That's my walkie-talkie, apparently. We're in rendezvous with the meet-up point. So there might have been a couple of coppers, right, that were undercover and they tried to set up this big drug deal, and the dealers probably thought, he's a divvy, him. He thinks I'm right, idiot, but I know he's undercover fed. He dickhead him, and the cops turned up like, yeah, I just don't want to say the key word, we'll jump right in, I'm going to go make the dealer now. And he walks up, all right, mush. You got me here. It fucking idiot. I fucking got it doing here. And they just fucking hand over some fucking, you know, bagged up whatever. And they're looking right, no worries. Oh, we got him, go. And they all arrest him. They open the bag and they go, this is Yorkshire tea. They what? We just spent millions of dollars on this sting operation. It's Yorkshire tea. And it's what I deal in, pal. And then it just all ensues, and then you just think, what a fucking waste of time the police force is. But they're not wasting time, are they? They do good. In fact, I take that all back. We need the police. Because I can tell you now, if that Scream person does come round and kill us, I can just ring the police. But to be fair, that never happens in a film, does it? They're like, oh, please, oh no, I've cut your lines, or I can't, whatever. And then a lot of time, the police try and come and help, and then they end up dying. So maybe it's something two arms whether the police force are any good. But yes, the cops were foolish enough to buy shitloads, well, I assume it's shitloads, of Yorkshire tea, or PG. Is PG the one with the two old men? You don't see them in the adverts anymore, do you? What's it? No, it's not even the old men anymore, is it? Is it not the little bear with Johnny Vegas? Fuck knows. Yeah, police soaked tea thinking it was some sort of narcotic. Now for sure that was this week's edition of the news, but we still got to get to our sports and weather. And for this week's sports and weather, we're going to do some... Oh my God, look at this for sports. It's dog cooling its bits on some snow.
Sports, yeah, whatever. Fuck you.
You're going to be fooled by this one because it just shows you snow and you think, oh, that little kid's going to rap. But no, the dog's just sliding along going, this is fucking beautiful, sonny. So yeah, it fooled me, so hopefully it fooled you. I can't believe I was waiting for a little kid to either fall on snow. What kind of sick individual does that make me? Ah, fuck it, I'm gone. I'll see you in hell.
The weather.
Oh, for this week's weather, it's what is even going on here? We've got that girl here trying to do that you know, that weird thing that demon shit films do, and then she just absolutely obliterates herself. Exodia obliterate on herself. She got all 5 pieces of Exodia, drew them on herself, and did some sort of whirly-durly, whirly-durly, what's that from? Rick and Morty. And my brain works so fucking weird, and she just absolutely failed and bailed. What the fuck were you doing? And for this week's Dan's happy ending, the time of the week where we like to get you off nice and happy by helping you relieve a load. Not in a dirty way. I keep saying it every week. I can hear you little dirty fuckers out there thinking, though, like, oh, get me off, Dan. No, you sick individuals. No, I'm going to teach you. I'm not going to teach you. I'm going to give you a happy ending by letting my mate Patrick show you the best way to shovel snow. It's with extreme pace and determination, and a little bit of anger and resentment towards your parents. Here you go.
Dan's happy ending.
Look at him fucking go visual. It's just... And to be fair as well, though, either the snow is going up and evaporating, or it's all just coming back on himself. I can't quite tell between the two, but either way, I mean, at least it's kind of clearing the way in front of you, just to follow you back again later. But hey, and if it is going up and evaporating, that's fairly gnarly. But yeah, look at Patrick. Next time it snows, even though Carlisle gets really shit snow, you can be sure there'll be none at your door. And there we go, visuals. That was this week's edition of the Visual Guys Canoes. If you did enjoy, please, Wabooski. Let me know in the comments below anything you want to let me know about Snorlax and his amount of sleep he gets. Do you like a lot of sleep? Do you like less sleep? I personally like to try and go for at least 4 hours a night. That's why I'm so mentally fucked. But visuals, thank you so much for watching. And as always, remember to keep being you and keep on keeping on. And my final message is, if you ever wander out and you decide to get some fresh baked goods from Asda, check its expiry date, because if you want to, you can put some butter on it and chuck it through a window, a pot window. You can get them. I like the big baguette things where you can cut the ends off, and I'll fill the middle with like bacon or whatever, but I eat the end with a bit of butter on. A bit posh. What? Oh, it's a yawn. Oh my God, I just got a sneeze confused with a yawn. I was getting prepared to sneeze and I kind of ate my yawn. And I've got a weird taste in there now. I just fucking ate a yawn.